A pleasant good morning. Mike Violet here. Time for another edition of Mike's Morning Musings. Whoops, I almost fell over there. It is Wednesday, March 25th, 2026. Just a reminder, March Madness on the radio starts tomorrow night at 7 here on the airwaves of The Score, Sports Radio 1160 WSKW. So tune into AM 1160 WSKW, also streaming it live. March Madness, 1160thescore.com. All right. Yesterday talked at great length about the situation with Purnell-Wrigley Field in Waterville and how the city council in Waterville is taking up the idea of restricting the amount of access to this gem of a field. We had over 600 views of my Mike's Morning Musings yesterday on this issue. Please like us on YouTube at Central Maine Sports. Also, please share any of these Mike's Morning Musings or any videos that we do here on The Score. Please like them, please share them. And so I wanted to mention that the City Council meeting is Tuesday night. It is March 31st in Waterville, in the Waterville City Council chambers. God, I live a block away, but I'm not really sure where they are, but they're right there in the City Council chambers. And the City Council is expected to revisit the amended agreement that they have with the Alphon Youth Center, which runs the field, and consider adoption at their meeting Tuesday night. So I don't know what time it is, but I will find out. I think it's at 6. I should have looked that up before I came on. But I definitely am going to go, and I encourage you, if you care, to go as well. There's no way this field should be having its use restricted. It should be available 24/7. You ought to be able to go there at 1 o'clock in the morning and flick the lights on and play baseball if you want to. So Tuesday, October 31st is when that's going to happen. All right, tonight or today is opening day in Major League Baseball. There's one game on the docket today, and that is the Yankees and the San Francisco Giants. Good opening series. It'll take place in San Francisco at Oracle Park. It's an 8 o'clock first pitch, and if you want to watch it, it's not going to be on ESPN, which has Major League Baseball. It's not going to be on NBC, which is back in the baseball business. It's going to be on MLB TV, I believe. Or maybe it isn't. I don't know. But Netflix begins its run tonight of what is called here a historic first-of-its-kind live stream. It marks a 3-year deal, the beginning of a 3-year deal between Major League Baseball and Netflix. Coverage begins with a pregame show at 7 o'clock. Barry Bonds, of all people, noted media member and lover Barry Bonds, is going to be on the panel tonight. So my point of bringing this up is how less accessible major sports are becoming and how we're going to have to get used to it, whether we like it or not. If you're a fan of the Yankees, you ought to be on opening day. You ought to be able to bring up the Yes Network, which is the which is the Nesson of New York, and watch your favorite team, the New York Yankees, play. If you're a San Francisco Giants fan, you ought to be able to bring up whatever network or over-the-air television station they're on and watch opening night at Oracle Park. Instead, you've got to subscribe to Netflix. There's no free trial or anything like that. You have got to legitimately subscribe. So it's going to cost you $7.99. That's the lowest subscription plan you can get, and then of course you can cancel it at the end of the month or cancel it immediately after the game. But this is where we are now. And somebody, and I forget where the other day, put a tweet up on Twitter, X, detailing how much it's going to cost them as a fan. I forget which team they cheered for. It might have been the Yankees. How much it's going to cost them this year in subscription fees to see every game. Now, remember back in the day, all of the games used to be on TV 38. Then Nesson was created by the Red Sox, and at least they were on Nesson and TV 38. We all had access to those. Those were on our regular basic cable systems. Well, now, yes, Nesson is still there, but we've got to have MLB TV, we've got to have Netflix, we've got to have Peacock, we've got to have ESP, we've got to have a lot. So somebody did a breakdown of the costs of how much it would be if you subscribe to every place, Apple TV, don't forget that on Friday nights, every place that you can get a Major League Baseball game this year, or you're going to have to go to get a Major League Baseball game this year. And it was several $100s. Now that's ridiculous. I can see some games in the middle of May, middle of August, if you want to throw them on Netflix. Now I know that's not sexy for Netflix, having the opening game of the season, the first game of the year, which by the way always used to be in Cincinnati, where the Red Sox are going to open up tomorrow, and Major League Baseball went and stole that from them. God, do I hate Rob Manfred. And I hate the management and the leadership of Major League Baseball. Almost as much as I hate John Henry. But anyway, this is absurd. And I feel bad for fans of the Yankees, who I wouldn't normally feel bad for if they fell down and broke a hip. But I feel bad for them because they can't tune in and watch their favorite team play baseball tonight. The Red Sox do play baseball tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock at Great American Ballpark against Terry Francona, the greatest manager in Red Sox history, and the Cincinnati Reds as we begin the 2026 season. I'll have some predictions for you tomorrow. One more thing before I go. How about that dud of a, where did that come from last night? That dud of a performance by the Bruins team, which is hanging on to a playoff spot by a thread. The Toronto Maple Leafs in last night. And with Jeremy Swayman in goal, it's a good thing he was in goal, as a friend of mine texted me after the game. Instead of giving up 4, there would have been 20 goals if Jonas Korpisalo was in the game. So the Bruins thought they'd get an easy win last night before they shuffle off to Buffalo tonight. They got outshot 35-20. They got out everythinged in that game last night. A dreadful, embarrassing performance. And if they weren't playing a game tonight, I would say that Marco Sturm should have had them on the ice at 6 o'clock this morning, skating Herb Brooks suicide drills. Again. Again. Come on, Herb. Again. I'm a terrible whistler. Anyway, enjoy the day. See you back here. Major League Baseball preview, Red Sox predictions tomorrow.